Hello friends, this is the KLE500, this is the Freeway, and this is the KLE500 Freeway test. I'm on my way back from my first ride adventure where I got a little not where I wanted to be, so it was a really long ride home, including about 45 minutes here on the freeway. So it seemed like a good place to test, since, you know, I'm on the freeway, how the bike does on the freeway. Sorry for the wind noise, not a lot I can do about it at 75 miles an hour, but I'll try to talk loudly. One, accelerating on was fine. This bike does not have throw your neck back acceleration at any RPM, so it's just slow and steady wins the race. Reminds me of the KLR that way, honestly. I didn't have any trouble getting on. It's just like you gotta plan ahead, just like with any other bike. This is only a 450cc motorcycle. It says 500, but it's 451 cc's. So we're cruising about 75, and it's at about 7,000 RPMs. And it does feel like it's working hard. It doesn't feel like it's like wound out, like it's gonna explode, but it definitely is not just, you know, cruising. It's working. Now, one thing that you want to worry about, or one thing that I always want to know about at freeway speed is there any top end left? Can I accelerate out of a situation at freeway speed? So let's just try that. We're at 75. Yeah, it's not fast as you can see, but yes, you can accelerate out of situations. So it's better than, you know, like my 300L couldn't do that. It was tapped out at 75 at best. So it does have a little bit more to give, even at 75 miles an hour. I don't want to say it cruises comfortably. There's definitely some vibration, as you should expect from a 450 working this hard to keep your ass moving on the freeway, but it's not awful. The handlebars are less vibey than you would think, owing to the large weights on the end, and honestly, if I had the rubbers and the foot pegs, I probably wouldn't feel that vibration either. So it's mostly just coming from underneath me. Wind protection is, it's fine. Like, and I have this windscreen in the high position. I don't know what it would be like on the regular. This is the SC. The regular one has a lower windscreen. You'd probably just be in the raw air, which is sometimes better. I'm not getting a ton of buffeting. It's more just like getting the sides and top of my helmet slapped over and over. If I didn't have the peak on, it might not be as bad. The biggest takeaway right now is it just doesn't feel like a bike you're going to want to spend hours and hours on the freeway on. It's fine, it's tolerable, it's not bearable, it's better than bearable, it's tolerable, it's fine. You could do it. It doesn't have cruise control, but I don't see throttle cables, so I'm going to assume you could add it at some point. That would help a lot, I think. I've got the cramp buster rocking right now, and that does help. The other thing that I like to check or think about when I'm doing a freeway test is how much do you get thrown around by wind, by buffeting from big trucks, by cars going the other way. And on the smaller dual sports, man, it's like you're holding on for dear life if a semi goes by. This is a little heavier, so it's 430 pounds wet, and it's definitely one of the things I noticed about it off-road also applies here on the road. It's so stable. It's a very stable bike. Like, I have no problem riding one-handed right now, and I'm not getting pushed around by the wind much at all. It just tracks straight. It wants to go straight. It wants to stay upright and pointed in the direction you're pointing it. So let's get a little bit closer to this semi, and we'll see what the buffeting is like. Honestly, I haven't really felt much. The wind protection, other than the very top of my head, is very good. I feel almost nothing on my chest. What I feel is coming around the sides. Okay, so now I'm in the buffeting a little, but it's not moving me. It's moving my face, like myself. Like I can feel my torso being nudged, but the bike is not moving at all. It's doing great. Feels like a skunk. Stock mirrors are not fantastic. They're fine. I can see at least where the cars are. They're just not very big. Let's try accelerating in 6th gear. Let's slow down a little. Let's slow down to like 65. Oh, okay. Now I want to go faster. Can I? Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. You got some extra to give, and you can accelerate. I mean, and if I downshifted into 5th, it would be even faster. Here, we can try it around this Amazon truck. All right, here we go. 5th gear, 65. Yeah, that's quick. That was much quicker to 75. Yep. So yeah, you're good. You're safe. You have enough power to survive. You're not going to get blown around. You're going to be able to keep up easily. This is a 65-mile-an-hour freeway. So, you know, in Nevada and, you know, in the middle of the country, sometimes those are 75-mile-an-hour freeways, and now you can cruise at 80, as you can see. I'm sure this thing will do 95. Honestly, 80 does not feel that much different from 75 or 70. It's a slightly higher RPM, but barely. Vision-wise, I can see well over the windscreen. I don't have to look through it at all. Even when I'm down here, I'm looking over it. The seat, I thought was kind of uncomfortable. But honestly, I've been on it all day. I left the house at like 1 p.m. and I'm okay. I'm not like sore. I wish it was a little wider for sure, but it's doing fine. And we're keeping up just fine here on the freeway, so it's definitely got the bare minimum qualifications to survive on an American freeway. It's not like just relaxing, cruising like a bigger bike. Obviously, my 790 was way better. It wasn't so wound out. It had things like cruise control, a lot more protection for your legs on that bike too. The Ibex has more protection up here. The Ibex's throttle cable is so damn tight. It's just like you're fighting it the whole time. This one, at least I can kind of rest my hand and it's okay. I'm not fighting against it as much, so I like that. Yeah, I never really know what else to say other than, hey, look at me, I'm going 75 and it's fine. Would I rather be on a 790, an 890, a Tenere 700, an Africa Twin? Absolutely. Touareg 660? Yes. But is it out of the question to go on a long road trip on this? No, it wouldn't be my first choice, but if you needed to get to the start of a VDR or something, and it was 5-6 hours, maybe even 2 days of riding if you needed it to be like when we went to Idaho, it's tolerable, it's doable. I would definitely want a throttle lock or something if I was gonna ride on the highway for that long, but it is fast enough, it has the chops, and it's got some left to give. And we're only at $7,000, this thing redlines at 11, so you've got room. Honestly, let's just see. Yeah, 90's easy. These are kilometers per hour, by the way, or whatever legal sense you need justification. Yeah, it's pretty tapped out at 95, to be honest. Theoretically speaking. Thankfully, we're in Mexico. So if you need to get up and pass, you can. I wouldn't cruise at that speed though. Honestly, it's very stable. I think I keep saying that. It's probably the most remarkable thing about this bike. I can't believe how just, like, I can take my hands off the bars. In fact, I just will. I'm gonna slow down, but look how stable it is. It's just, it's not even moving. A very easy bike to ride. Not overwhelmingly powerful, not twitchy. It's not going to surprise you at any point in the rev range. The power delivery is very linear and it's just easy to ride and forgiving, and I think it's a great entry-level adventure bike. That's sort of where I'm at right now. I've only got 130 miles on it, but that is where my mind is, and I've enjoyed riding it so far. It's not my favorite bike to ride on the highway, but it's no worse off than any of my other mid-sized adventure bikes that I've ever ridden. So that's a short video. I don't really know what else to tell you about the freeway performance other than it can do it, and it's not that comfortable, but it's fine. That's the final conclusion. So this video could have been 30 seconds long, but this way you got to see it. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. There's a lot more KLE500 content to come, and leading up to the full review, I've got this thing for 2 weeks, and I'm going to try to make the most of every single day. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't. That really helps the channel. Maybe hit the like button if you found this video useful, and consider using my affiliate links to Rocky Mountain, Amazon, Motocamp Nerd, Moscow Moto, and all those places if you're buying your gear. You click those links, I get a little commission. It costs you nothing extra, and that really helps keep the channel going and helps me pay my bills. It's a big part of my income and why I'm able to do this full time. So thank you all to everyone who has done that and continues to do that. I appreciate you. Looks like we got an accident here. But for now, and as always, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. And please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.
Excellent!